Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel in this special edition where it's basically just a guide on how to tame Feathermanes. Now, it is a special one, and honestly, it's something I've had a lot of people ask me about over the years, Feathermanes in World of Warcraft. Now, if you guys have ever seen one of these incredible creatures in the game, the majestic griffins, the fierce wyverns, the proud hippogriffs, or even the savage Falcosaur-inspired beasts, you'll know exactly why hunters have been obsessed with them since they were first introduced. So, Feathermanes are not just pets, they're status symbols. They represent dedication, patience, and real understanding of the hunter class. But here's the thing, you can't just kind of walk up and tame one like you normally would. Feathermanes come with a long list of very specific prerequisites, hidden quest lines, reputation requirements, achievements, and class-specific unlocks that Blizzard doesn't always explain very clearly. Now, for a lot of hunters, that's where the frustration sets in. You might see the tameable green nameplate, hit tame beast, and nothing happens. So guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to do from start to finish. We'll be covering what Feathermanes are, why they're special to hunters, and most importantly, every single requirement you need to complete before you tame them. Now, I'm going to be breaking down the quest lines you must finish, where to start them, what expansions they're tied to, and any common pitfalls that you could stop you progressing. So this includes Legion class haul progress, hunter specific quests, and some steps that can be easily missed if you're not paying attention. Now, whether you're a brand new hunter or a returning player who skipped Legion, or a seasoned pet collector looking to finally tick Feathermanes off your list, this guide is designed to save you hours of confusion and backtracking. Now, by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to unlock Feathermane taming properly, so you can finally add some of the most iconic and visually stunning pets in all of World of Warcraft to your stable. If Feathermanes are something you've been chasing for a while, or if you're just starting your hunter journey, you're in the right place. So grab your bow, steady your aim, and let's get into everything you need to do to unlock feather taming. I'm your host Rayman from Racebot Games, and let's get to it. Right, so guys, I've tried to break it down to you in a little guide like this. First thing you're going to want to do is go to the Dalaran in the Legion expansion for and once you do get there, you'll be given an introductory quest called the Needs of the Hunters. And this is absolutely mandatory. There's no skipping this bit. This quest is what officially introduces you to the Hunter Order Hall eventually, sends you to meet your class representatives, begins your journey as a Legionnaire or Hunter. If you haven't done this quest, nothing on this list will progress properly, so make sure this is completed before moving on. Next on the list, you have the completion of the Hunter Class Hall campaign. So this is after you've chosen your legendary weapon. Once you've completed the intro and chosen your legendary artifact weapon, you'll need to fully complete the Hunter class campaign. This means progressing through all the class-specific story quests tied to the True Shot Lodge, your followers, and your Order Hall progression. It's not just about grabbing the weapon, you need to actually finish the entire campaign. And I mean that in its entirety as well. So I'll go through more details on this later on in the video, but I'll show you some clips and things like that. So this step is important because Feathermane taming is directly tied to your standing as a fully established hunter within the order. So if the class hall campaign isn't finished, later quests simply won't unlock. After you've completed that, next you'll need to complete the Legionfall campaign on the Broken Shore. Now, this campaign continues the Legion storyline and unlocks additional class-specific content tied to the war against the Burning Legion. You'll need to progress through the Broken Shore questline until the Legion campaign is fully completed. A lot of players miss this step, especially if they didn't play Legion when it was sort of current content, but without finishing this campaign, the next Feathermane related content will not become available. So that's the hardest part done now. The next part is fairly straightforward. Once the campaign is done and you've got the achievement, so breaching the tomb is the sort of achievement you get from doing the Legion campaign. And then you have a small, that's the kind of hardest part done now. It's a small part now, just a short scenario called Night of the Wilds. So once that's done, you'll unlock a short but extremely important scenario called Night of the Wilds. This scenario is a hunter focused moment that directly ties into your bond with nature and the powerful beasts. It's short but it's essential, and this is where Feathermane taming really starts to become a reality. So make sure you fully complete the scenario from start to finish, as skipping or abandoning it will prevent the final unlock. Once you've done that, finally, and this is the payoff for all that work, you have to then purchase the Tome of the Hybrid Beast. And once everything is complete, you'll be able to purchase it. This tome is actually an unlock that allows hunters to tame Feathermanes. Once it's learned, Feathermanes across Azeroth will become tameable, and you're officially free to start adding these incredible creatures to your stable. If you don't have the tome, Feathermanes will remain untamable no matter what spec you're playing or what abilities you use, so make sure this is the final box you tick. So keep going to this list and make sure you've done them in that order as well. Now that all the prerequisites are out of the way, I'll show you exactly where you can find the Feathermanes in the world in later videos, along with some tips on how to the process as smooth as possible. So as I mentioned earlier, guys, there you have the first quest, Needs of the Hunters. So you have that little white bird following you around Dalaran until you accept its quest, which is Needs of the Hunters. And this is the very first quest you'll need to accept in order to eventually get through this slog of being able to achieve, and well, I say achieve, being able to tame Feathermanes. So yeah, fairly straightforward. Follow this all the way through, and the next quest you'll get is the Hunter's Call, and that'll let you choose the artifact weapon you want to pick. So you've got to go around Dalaran and talk to the hunter NPCs that represent each specialization. So once you've spoken to them, you'll then get a quest called A Beastly Expedition, and then you'll get one called Stolen Thunder, where you head to Shield's Rest Tomb in Stormheim. Obviously this is the same location for the Protection Warrior and Protection Paladin artifact weapon quests as well. So yeah, you move on to there, and then you know there's various kind of stages with it, and you just kind of follow it through until you get to the end where I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I'll play a little bit of that in a bit. Just follow that quest line all the way through, basically, and then you would have completed that initial introductory quest line. I'll get to the end of that now. So yeah, see, as you complete the quest, you accept that, and you get to pick your weapon then. So I wasn't really sure, I didn't really care, to be honest, at this point. So I just picked Titan Strike. And yeah, you get asked if you're sure that's what you want, and yeah, this is if once you pick it, then that is the quest you kind of embark on then, and I'll take you there now. So eventually you end up here where you meet Prostaga, and you are going to go into the site where Titan Strike is supposedly last seen. So you kind of make your way through here. Once you get to the end, you will eventually be betrayed. So she'll stun you, take Titan Strike away, and then the whole part of the quest line then is to try and get Titan Strike back. So again, follow that all the way through, and you will end up at the final part where you have to challenge her. So this is where you end up in a little battle with who I mentioned earlier, Prostaga. And you basically take her out and you get Titan Strike back. So I'm showing you these clips because this is what you need to be looking out for. If you are not seeing this, then you've gone wrong somewhere. Again, this is specifically for Titan Strike and the quest line for that. So if you're not seeing this, yeah, you've gone wrong somewhere. So go back and follow the quests through on that quest line. So well, once you beat her, you get Titan Strike back. Right, so once you kind of follow that quest line through, it'll bring you to True Shot Lodge here. There's one or two more quests where you just follow yeah, the NPC around, and you talk. You kind of swear an oath, and then the first true quest begins for the class hall campaign for hunters called Tactical Matters. That's where I started this clip here. So you just follow this quest line all the way through. It's a very, very busy quest line. So there's quite a lot of there's quite a lot to get through, and I will share like a small video for you, and I'll put a link in to where you can see a great guide as well. So yeah, as you can see, it's actually really lengthy. There's a total, there's like 51 different quests in total. And obviously the ones with the dark kind of background around the the explanation marks, they're must-dos. But then I will say that one at the end, a hero's weapon, you must complete that one as well before you can progress, because I had some real issues when I thought I'd finished everything and I hadn't completed a hero's weapon. So make sure you complete that as well, the whole thing. There's also an absolutely brilliant add-on called BTW Quests. There's one specifically for Legion, and what it does, it helps you track every single quest in the quest line, and it helps you find where you are if you're lost. As you can see, there's a lot of text next to everything because I've completed it all, but it will say to you where the next quest is. Oh, sorry, not where the next quest is, what the next quest is, and if you've missed one, it's absolutely vital. So I would love it. I absolutely love it. I would make sure you download it for yourselves, because it's super useful. You'll eventually get to the end of the Hunter class hall campaign, where this is what it looks like. You're kind of fending, killing demons, things like that in this place. And this is pretty much at the end, really. You got that portal there. You're just killing demon after demon after demon. And I guess if you're my level, it doesn't take very long, because everything dies in like one hit. So they keep coming, as you can see. But you can deal with it no problem. Then you got to kill this dude, and then it's done. You hand it in. I decided to kill a couple more just to finish it off, but you just basically kill that dude. And once you've done that, you go and speak to the Archmage. Still wanted to continue to kill a couple more, because why not? And see, there's the quest. And you kind of just teleport back. And once you've teleported back, you're pretty much done, really, with the Hunter class campaign. It's very, very long, but you have to do it, unfortunately. So you just return the quest, and boom, you get the achievement, a glorious campaign. Once you get the achievement for a glorious campaign, that is kind of one of your prerequisites, really, to continuing to moving on to the Legionfall campaign. But remember, like I said, guys, make sure you do that final quest. That remember, it's not it doesn't say you have to do it, but it's important that you do it, because you can't progress otherwise. Okay, so one thing I should probably add is, once you have completed the Hunter class hall campaign, there is a quest from Khadgar in Dalaran, and if you accept the quest, it's called Uniting the Isles. Now, you can't progress onto the Broken Shore achievement until you complete that quest, and what you have to do is exactly what it says. You have to unite the Isles. You have to gain a friendly reputation with everyone in the Legion expansion. So all those different places in the Broken Isles, you have to gain a friendly reputation. So the easiest way to do that is to complete the campaign quests in those areas. You'll gain like 250 to 300 reputation. You only need 3,000 for a friendly reputation for each faction. So once you've done that, this is where this clip starts here. It doesn't take that long. You think, oh gosh, I've got to I've got to go through each one of these and it's going to take forever. It really doesn't, especially if you're like level 80 like myself. Like, you'll fly through it. It doesn't take long at all. So you get through that. Once you're friendly with everyone, go back to Khadgar, return the quest, and then you pick up the quest then, Armies of Legionfall, and then once you've done that, you go to the Broken Shore, go and see Khadgar again, and that's where you start the assault on the Broken Shore quest line, and that is where you have to go through this huge quest line then to complete the Broken Shore quest line. So yeah, it's not too difficult, this section. And then once you've progressed through the Broken Shore quest line, you will then, and only then, at the end, you will receive an achievement called Breaching the Tomb, and that is that's one of the single most important achievements you can get in, for Tame Feathermanes. Once you've got that, that's the most difficult part over with. Now, this is the cutscene you'll want to see. This is where it all starts. Yeah, make sure you get to this point and make sure you complete that quest line. Like I said, use that add-on I told you about, quests, or BTW quests. It's absolutely brilliant, and it'll tell you exactly where you are in that chain of quests. So have a look, get that get that add-on, have a look through it, and it'll tell you exactly where you are, and it just makes things so much clearer. So yeah, best of luck, guys. So, as you kind of progress through, I thought I'd show you a quick clip just to see where we're at. So this is the same quest line. It's the assault on the Broken Shore quest line, and this is kind of the end of this particular quest. So you're going to want to get through it and get to this point now where you have to kill this demon, and then there's like another kind of small cutscene, and then you kind of go from there. So again, this is just to kind of show you quickly where you this is where you should be, kind of thing. This is a point in time of where you should be at. If you don't see this, then you're gonna, you've gone wrong somewhere. Use that quest, use that add-on, BTW quests, and you shouldn't have any troubles. Now, this is the kind of last part now. You've done the hard stuff. This is the Night of the Wilds short. It's kind of like a short scenario. You get this once you've got the achievement Breaching the Tomb. You can go back to True Shot Lodge and go and speak to an NPC there. They'll give you a quest line to go to this area where you just have to kind of hunt a couple of spirits. It's nothing crazy, and once you've completed that, you actually get to fight your new mount, because this guide also gives you a new mount as well as the ability to tame Feathermanes. So that's really cool. This is your like hunter class mount, and it's really cool. You can actually buy a couple of them. So yeah, go through this short scenario, kill a couple of spirits. It's really not difficult. It takes about 5 minutes, and once you've done that, then you can you'll be able to go and purchase your Feathermane tome. So after you've completed that short scenario, you're then going to want to leave True Shot Lodge, and you return, you kind of return the quest. Turn it in, shall I say, not return it. You've already done it. Turn the quest in, and you will get to see your new flying mount. So this is quite a cool little scene. I'll leave this one in for you guys. So that is your new flying mount. Pretty cool. I really love it, to be fair. And that's it, guys. You then have to just try and find I couldn't find the vendor for a while, so I eventually found it. It's actually over by the stables, so I'll quickly take you there now. And that is it, guys. You head over to the stables, right over there. See, I kept trying to look for the right NPC, but it was never the right person. And then I looked up online, and it is in the stables. I thought it was by there initially, but the stables are just over there, right in front of you, see. And there is a vendor there, not the person who recruits, but the person in the actual stable. So the actual stable master. And see, there's an option to buy things, and there's the tome right there. So buy that, and that's what we've worked so hard to achieve, guys. You get that tome, and you also get the option to buy 2 new wolf. I forget what they're called now. Just the two new mounts as well. But yes, make sure you learn the tome as I've just done there, and you now have the ability to tame Feathermanes. So I have a little cheer. So yes, that is it, guys. That wraps it up. So I hope this has been helpful for you all. I spent weeks trying to do this, getting all the clips together and everything. It's taken a very long time. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, it's all still fresh in my mind. So any issues, any little hiccups or whatever, send me a message or whatever, whatever's easier for you guys. I'm going to be here to help you. So yeah, there can be a few hiccups with this, so just let me know and I should be able to help you. So yeah, I've been your host, Rayman from Respawn Games. I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, those of you who stayed this long. And if you have liked the video, make sure you give me a subscribe as well, because I've got a lot of this content already done. I do a lot of pet videos, and there's plenty more to come as well, especially now I have finally got the tome of hybrid beasts where I contain Feathermanes finally, so that will be next on my agenda. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.